Acts chapter 7 and 48 reads, okay, Acts chapter 7, 48. It says, here bid, the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophets. That means like people be going to church, y'all going to these church buildings every Sunday, talking about it's the house of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? These big old lavish Catholic churches. You step up inside of them and they so spectacular, it'll scare you to death, man. I stepped into the doorway of one time and I was afraid to go all the way inside. You know what I'm saying? These so-called 7-day evangelists, if we talk about Christianity, Islam, 7-day evangelists, the Catholic Church, these different denominations, if you really do research on them, man, you will find that all of them was started and created by our oppressors. You know what I'm saying? And which is something amazing if you research it, it'll show you the year and the name of the man that did it. You know what I'm saying? And we should not worship man. We should not, be going into that and say, heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. What house will you build me? The Lord is not inside these church buildings, man. The Lord wants to dwell within us. Our bodies are the temples of God, of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And we should not be going to these buildings thinking that that's the Spirit of God. The Holy Spirit is in these buildings and you go in there to call yourself trying to worship the Most High. When you come out of there, man, you just as wicked or wickeder as you was when you first went up in them buildings, man. You know what I'm saying? Our people just got through celebrating all these damn holidays. You got a lot of people been going. They've been having, for the last couple of weeks, a lot been going on in Chicago. They've been having gay parade parties. Everybody just got through celebrating this 4th of July. Right. You know what I'm saying? In 1776, our people were still in chains, man. Right. Our people were still being oppressed. Now, that particular day, the oppressor, they were celebrating and doing their thing. So the slaves got a little break that day, might have got a chance to eat a little more and have a little wine or whatever. But our brothers and sisters were in chains, man. The 4th of July is a wicked holiday. I can't remember the exact number, but like quite a few people were murdered from Friday up to Sunday morning, and a whole bunch of people got shot. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible, according to the Bible, the Lord hate and despise these holidays. We're not supposed to be doing that. We're supposed to be following these laws, statutes, commandments that the Most High gave Moses to give to the children of Israel, man. And the Lord despised this crap. You know what I'm saying? And going back to how they murdering our people and our young men and women in the streets, me and Officer Karias was just talking about how in Buffalo, New York, that oppressor, he drove like 2 or 3 hours to get to a grocery store that morning and went in there and murdered several elderly people, man, stood over their bodies, even while they was down, bleeding out, shooting them, steady pumping bullets into them, ran into another oppressor coming around the corner and said something about oops or something like that, didn't shoot him, but he was there strictly to kill people of color. Now, when the police got there and they caught this young man, they didn't shoot him down. You know what I'm saying? They didn't put a scratch on him. Right. Yesterday, up north, this young man, he murdered 6 people in cold blood. Flat out just shot them down like animals, man. And shot several other people, wounded several other people severely. And it was a manhunt for this young man for at least 2 to 3 hours. And when they ran across him, made him get out of his car, told him to put his hands up, made him lay on the ground, handcuffed him, and took him to jail, man. But just last week, they was chasing a young black boy in Ohio, and the young man was running away from him with nothing in his hand. It was a traffic stop, and they murdered this boy in cold blood, man. And according to the Bible, man, I just did that one. Let's go to Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Let's start at 4. Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 4.
You said chapter what?
Chapter 11 and verse 4. You can tell how things going, man. It's time for our people to wake up, man. It's time for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians to come together, man. If we don't, they're going to continue. Ain't nothing going to change, man. I don't care how much you want to pray. I don't care how much you want to fast. I don't care how much you want to go to church. I don't care how much you want to march. It don't matter how much you vote. And nothing is going to change the situation and the conditions that we are in, because we are on the bottom right now, and we are being punished because of our disobedience towards the Most High, by not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, which is a matter of life and death. Obviously, if you pay attention to it, man. You got it out?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead and read.
This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 4. Thus saith the Lord, my God, feed the flock of the slaughter.
Now, according to the Bible said, feed the flock of the slaughter. What other people on this planet, being slaughtered, man? Like livestock. The black men and women, the Hispanic brothers, the Native American Indian, we're being slaughtered like livestock, man. Like it's like we in season all year round.
Right.
We in season all year round, man. And these people don't give a damn about shedding our blood. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about your age. We're dying, the young and the old. Then on top of that, our young men running the streets, they commit mass murder on one another.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Babies are being murdered today, man. I was looking at the news over the weekend. 6-month-old child got shot, killed in the backseat of their parents' car, man. It's mistaken identity. You know what I'm saying? Which is a tragedy, man. How in the hell a 6-month-old hit a bullet hit a 6-month-old body? That can't do nothing but I can't imagine the trauma, man. Come on, man. Then you got people being shot inside their homes. Everything. It's like everything right now in America, man. Our people are losing their damn minds, have lost their minds, man. Our people study getting high off all these different drugs and stuff, moving further and further away from the Most High, ain't thinking about following these laws, statutes, commandments, and we're being destroyed, man. Go ahead.
If I could have wrong, what you just saying is so heavy. Like we were just saying earlier, this is all because of the Christian church. Because we forgot how to love. Like the scriptures do talk about love. Right. The Lord loved us so much, he gave his only begotten son for us.
Damn right.
We forgot how to love each other. We giving all our love to America, loving 4th of July, doing all that. Like niggas showed out, these last few days.
Right.
But no one cares when all these murders are happening to us. Like you said, it's like we nonstop every single year, since the 1670s, since the 1400s. But no one cares because we don't know how to love each other, but we rather love our enemies, which slaughter us and kill us every day.
It's even in the scriptures, man. Our oppressors, they slay us, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? And like the brother just brought up, this was so heavy, man. First, if you don't have no love for the Father, then you don't have no love for your own people, man. Because you're trying to love your oppressor, and it's going all the way back to like what he said. It's because of the Christian church, man. The Christian church want to teach you to love everybody. You can't do that, man. How the hell you gonna love your oppressor, man? Then when you study the history of these people, what they've done to our ancestors, look how they did our ancestors, man. They used to peel this flesh off of our people bodies, man. What was the brother name back in the day? They were talking about what's the black brother name, man? The Rebellion.
Oh, Nat Turner.
Nat Turner, man. It's the way I heard after they got their hands on him. It's like they peeled his skin off his flesh. They boiled his insides and did different things with it. They cut his body up.
If I could, and that's what's so heavy about our oppressor, that he hates us all the same. Because when it was a Spanish rebellion in Mexico, they did the same thing to their rebellion. They lit him on fire from his feet going up.
Right.
So they held him down while they lit him on fire from the bottom up.
Right. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's crazy as hell. That's wicked. You got to be, and you know what, man? Then you got to think about that when you think about how I was our oppressor used to take out the women and rape them. They'll take on weekends. They'll get a few black men and women and hang them in front by their necks in trees and stuff. And then it'd be a whole city. I'm standing around, the men, the women, and the children standing around with beers in their hand taking pictures. It's no way in the now you got to think about this. It's no way in the hell you could murder somebody in broad daylight in the streets and the police don't know about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's obvious. They was a part of it.
Right.
You got to think about that, man. And it's the same thing all the way up to today. The police, it started out with I guess slave patrol, them badges and the weapons and stuff. They runaway slaves. That's pretty much where this police stuff started from, man. And it's the same thing today, man. You want just like they did to this young man the other day, man. That dude running away from them and they shot at him 90 times and hit him 60 times. Man, that's crazy as hell. But anyway, let's get back to these scriptures. Zechariah chapter 11 and verse 5. Go ahead.
This is the book of Zechariah chapter 11 verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
And these people don't hold themselves guilty for murdering blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indian, man. They committed genocide on the Native Americans, man. And they got them on reservations right now today. And right now, if you research it, they still raping the women like crazy, murdering them brothers over there, man.
Right.
Oppressing them oppressing them to the point where it's a terrible thing, man. The same thing they doing to the Hispanics, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the blacks. They slay us and they don't hold themselves guilty, man. They have shot the Donald kid. They shot him like shit 20-something times. That guy at home right now gave him like 5 years. How the hell you gonna empty your 9 on somebody that's walking away from you? He's not even launching towards you. You shoot him. You empty your clip on him. The clip got to hold at least 16 shots or 15 shots. Reload your clip and empty another clip on him. And it's 12 more police standing around and ain't nobody said stop or what you doing or nothing like that. That's crazy, man. Our person, go ahead, read.
Come. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord.
And they're talking about your pastors right there, man. These so-called your political leaders and your pastors and stuff, man. They getting paid to turn a blind eye towards what's going on in these streets, man. There's so many young women young men and women coming up missing. It's impossible to take an entire human being and they just disappear off the face of the earth, never to be heard from no more. You got so many people that's disappearing, man. And y'all pastors and so-called community leaders, a lot of them getting paid, man, to turn a blind eye. Go ahead, read.
Come. Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
People like Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, and all of them, man, they getting paid them tithe monies on Sundays, man. And after that little 2-hour sermon that they give those congregations, them people going home, they catching Lear jets and going to small islands and things of this nature, man. They not even nowhere around they're not in no major cities where it's heavily populated, where crime and stuff is going on and stuff like that. They building $1 million homes in the middle of 40 acres and all this other stuff with fancy cars and everything else. Go ahead, Art.
If I could, because you brought up Creflo Dollar. Now he don't want tithes money no more. He don't want the 10%. He basically wants the whole thing. I don't know if you saw it. He was saying that he don't want the 10%, that he was wrong about the tithing. And the whole time he breaking it down and everything, he's basically saying, I want you to get more. I want you to get, he literally said, I want a rich man to struggle. He said, I want a rich man to struggle for God. You get what I'm saying?
A rich man to struggle for God.
So meaning he wants you to give all your bread up,
right,
so that you're struggling. Right. But yet he, like you just said, like that's what's so evil about these Christians. Like Commander Gianna said, they some money grubbing bastard thieves and don't care about us. Like they put up in so much power around, like you saying, they put up in so much power and prosperity. But yet, like the scriptures just say, their own shepherds pity them not. They don't care. They see us dying in the streets. They see what happened in Buffalo. They see what happened in Highland Park. They see all these shootings and mass killings. And say, you know what, man? Give that time money up. Forgive your enemy. Love them. Right. You know, they've been going on for centuries now. Right. And it just shows that the Christian church can't save us.
Right. Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, and all that, man. Them people are worth billions of dollars. They have millions of dollars in their bank accounts. Right. And they live well off of God's people, man. Right. And they misleading God's people to the point where it's according to the Bible, man. The Bible said, "For the wages of sin is death,
Right.
but the gift of God is eternal life, man." And if you're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, those pastors are not teaching God's flock how to follow Him, how to obey these laws, statutes, and commandments. The only law that they stand on is the tithes. Right. That's it. That's it, and that's all. And if they'll push this lie on you about sow your seed to get a blessing. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing that they love to tell the people, man. If you don't sow your seed, you're not going to get a blessing. This is the only way. And the only way you can see the Most High is when you die. You got to die to see heaven. And according to the Bible, that's not true, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a bunch of hogwash. Let's go to, let's jump over to Isaiah 14:21. Isaiah chapter 14:21. The Bible said our oppressors slay us, man, and they don't hold themselves accountable at all. They don't mind killing. Man, listen, I have over the years, they have killed young men, young women, old women, older brothers. I have seen videos where these police officers will pull a 70-some-year-old woman over for a traffic stop and snatch her up at the damn car by her arm, man, and damn near break her arm and slam her to the ground. You ain't gonna see them do no old white woman like that.
Right. At
the same time, I have seen videos where not even old, I have seen white young oppressors get out and swing bats and sticks and everything else at the damn police. Right. And they just bagging up and talking about won't fire one shot.
If I could, there was one video that went famous. It went viral a few years ago. A cat pulled a gun on a cop. It was a white devil. He pulled a gun on the cop. And the whole time he telling the cop what to do, like, man, you put your gun down. Like the cop there, like, put your gun down. He's like, you put yours down. Right. He's like, I know my rights. Like that's how they that's because that's how you know this is not our kingdom. This is not our rest. And what's so evil about it, if I could, only if I could.
No, you can't.
Like we can't see that. Like there was literally a post yesterday, cat saying, "Hey, dear woke black people, we know 4th of July ain't for us, but we just celebrating our 3-day weekend and barbecuing and drinking beer and getting high." Like y'all don't see that's exactly like y'all oxymoron. Right. You're insane. Like you're celebrating the day you got murdered on and the day that destroyed you. You're admitting, okay, I'm not supposed to be celebrating this day, but I'm gonna celebrate it anyway because I want to do it. Because they are finding different excuses, and we're so destroyed for it because we don't understand who we are as a people.
Exactly. That's true. That's so heavy about what you're bringing out, and we don't, man. We think you got people that think because they got the white man education, they got a decent job, they got a house. You know, I hear a lot of people. That's just like when everybody was celebrating this damn June 10th,
right?
Talking about we free now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How crazy can you be, man? Where do you see we free at? Seriously, I don't get that crowd, man. I really don't.
Right.
But yeah, let's go to Isaiah 14:21 right quick.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers.
Now, according to the Bible, man, you know, these Christian pastors will tell you that we all one big human race and we supposed to love one another. Right. We supposed to be, you got brothers, you got black men and black women marrying into these other nations and things of that nature. One good thing about it, I've been seeing where a lot of these younger blacks, they fighting hard to have a lot of these oppressor statues taken down and different things of that nature, man. It's like, which is a good thing, but still they need to get into the UPK to learn how to follow these law, statutes, commandments, man. Right. Our oppressors, man, is ruling this earth because of what their forefathers have done, and they in the same. They just as, come on, man. If you go to a lot of these colleges, they finding nooses and stuff hanging up. Where do you think these young people learning that crap from, man?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? These people, they just wicked. They naturally wicked. They naturally hate blacks and Hispanics, man. It's in their bloodline. Go ahead. Huh?
If I could, Ron, what you're saying is so heavy because a lot of these cats, like a lot of our children go to college and everything. And they make a lot of white friends and everything. Yeah, and they expect them to be, all great and happy. But a lot of times what happened at these colleges and these fraternities and the what's the other one? The one for the fraternities, frat houses, all that. A lot of times what happened, our brothers and sisters get raped. They'll drug them or they'll get them, or the worst part about all of it is they'll tell them, oh, it's part of the ritual to join the fraternity, or they'll make you do some gayness to these cats.
Right. And
that should show you alone that we got to stay away from everything. I'm not telling you to go to college, but you better stay out of these Greek fraternities.
Yeah.
But like if your man coming out of a Greek fraternity, he gay. If your daughter going to a Greek fraternity, she gonna come back a lesbian. She gonna come back with a few bodies in her mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And that because we gotta teach our people like the whole point of this class is to teach our people to separate and go back to the laws, statutes, commandments that's gonna save us.
That's the point. And it shouldn't be hard to do because it's nothing to pull up a story where they have a frat party and there's one black girl there with 6 or 7 oppressor girls, and the damn girl end up dead face down in the front yard and don't nobody know how she got there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I've read several stories like that, man. And I'm not gonna mention about how the women being treated in these military armies and shit. Go ahead.
If I could, because I remember that there was one brother that they found him in a high school. Rolled up, he went to a majority white school.
That's true.
And he was rolled up in a mat with his organs missing. And they told him they said he just ended up and killed himself. But he rolled himself up in a mat and took his own guts out.
Right.
And people came out about it and they were like, oh, well, dude's buddy that actually did it, his dad is in charge of the police. And like he's the chief of police there in that county.
Wow. So
you can already see that these people don't love you, and they still do. Like people love to say, man, that was a long time ago. We got to get over it. To this day, we still dying. But no one cares or blinks an eye at it. Right. It's a lot.
And then you got all these, like we were talking about earlier, as far as these pastors. You got, man, it is an overwhelming amount of wealthy pastors on this planet, black, and look, they don't care. You know what I'm saying? They get their money and they go into at the end of the day, they at home sitting back in their easy boy chairs, eating whatever they eat,
right.
Driving in their low rider cars,
right.
Sagging. I seen TD Jakes, man. This dude had on some straight leg damn jeans, some tight jeans,
right,
and a jersey with a damn low rider, man. What kind of crap is that, man? And you got right now, I promise you can go in any city in America and there's people laying all over the streets, hungry, homeless. Ain't no way on this planet it should be a hungry child in America, man. No way. That should not be, man. You know, that's why we're so grateful to be under the generals that we're up under and the captains and the brothers that we're under. Because man, right. Johnny Hunter, man, he's not gonna have that man could be doing the same thing that these wicked, dirty bastards do, right. But he don't, man. He care about his people, man. I don't care what y'all say out there about Commander Johnny Hunter, man. The brother heart is in the right place and he love his people, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never gonna see him he don't take all the tasks get turned in. He don't take it and live a lavish lifestyle. He not riding around in no damn double R Rolls Royce, living in no $2 million building and not giving a damn about God's people, man. You don't see that in here. But when you go into this earth, that's all you see. These greedy dogs, man, dressed real nice in these $700 suits, $400 shoes on, jewelry everywhere, looking like they men of God. But well, they ain't nothing but wolves in sheep clothing. Dirty, wicked dogs, man. They don't give a damn about God's people, man.
That's right.
And it's time for our people to wake up, man. It's just like even going over to, it's talking about how our oppressors prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquities of their fathers. That they go ahead, read.
God.
21.
Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Man, all their forefathers, man, were every one of those so-called presidents or had slaves, man.
Right.
Thomas Jefferson, he had one that he had locked up in some special room, raping her, had several kids with her. You know what I'm saying? All these guys, man, they was rapists, man. A lot of them was homosexuals. They would take the strongest black man, tie him down and rape him. They called it buck breaking. You know what I'm saying? They was doing stuff like that. They would rape the man. They were so weak. They would take little people don't know. The people were wicked, man. They forefathers. They would take little children and put them in their bed for bed warmers. or have them laying on their back on the side of their bed when they get out the bed, put their feet on their bodies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Using our people for all sorts of things. But they always telling us that we should forget that kind of stuff because it happened so long ago, and that wasn't us. It was us.
Right.
Those was our people, man. I'm not gonna forget nothing.
Right.
I ain't never forget nothing, man. According to, but they don't forget nothing. What's his name? Osama Obama, Bin Laden, them. Right. They attacked America, New York. And every year they celebrating that crap. Every year they building monuments and all kind of things for that crap, man. The hell with these people. I'll be glad when the Most High come back and destroy this wicked ass place. This is the only place on planet. They said what the captain brought out last week: 62 or 63 million babies murdered since 1970 something.
Right.
Come on, man. America. Then I was listening to this other video where since they done turned over this Roe versus Wade thing, do you know you got oppressors calling in donating millions of dollars to help black girls keep having abortions because they saying there's too many niggas that's on the planet. You got oppressors, man. Listen, you'll be surprised how deep this go, man. These people are doing everything to destroy us. Who in the hell gonna call in? And then what's so heavy about it, the Planned Parenthood, they telling them what the money for, and they like, okay, that's okay. We don't want to know about that part. Just if you're gonna donate it, we'll take it.
Right.
Come on, man. Stop it, man. 63 million babies been murdered in America. Look how many people being murdered, unarmed people murdered in America at the hands of the police officers. Look how many of our brothers and sisters are being incarcerated in this place, man. You know what I'm saying? This place is wicked as hell. Like the brother brought out earlier, this is not our resting place. This is not our home, man. The hell with this place. And I'll be glad. I'll be glad when the Most High come back and destroy this place. For real, man. That's the only thing that's gonna save us. That's the only thing that's gonna change anything about where we at, man. And as far as you niggas out there celebrating these holidays and stuff, man, the Lord despised these holidays.
Right.
Everybody, so many brothers and sisters got shot over this 3-day weekend, man. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got guns. I mean, it's like everybody in Chicago walking around with guns, man, high-powered weapons and things of that nature, and so willing to use them on your own people. That's because you don't have no love for one another no more. Like the brother brought out earlier, man, we don't have the only place on this planet you're going to find true brotherhood and sisterhood is in the Isupk.
That's right. That's
it, and that's all. We finna have a fire weekend coming up, man, real soon, right? In a couple of weeks from now. And I advise anybody that can come, man, and experience true brotherhood. When we have our Passover and stuff, come into the school, whatever city you in, man, and learn how to serve the Lord again. Because if you don't, man, we are totally being destroyed. Let's go do Deuteronomy 28:49 right fast. Our oppressors, man, they doing everything. They sit up and they study making laws. They study creating different things to destroy us and keep us to wipe us off the face of the earth. And our people so blind trying to love the oppressor. That Christianity, man, you get out them churches, man. The church, the Christian church ain't nothing but the synagogue of Satan, man. That's all it is. You go to these Catholic churches. You go to the Seventh-day Evangelists. You go to the Jehovah's Witnesses. All of them, all these different denominations. Like we said earlier, they created by the oppressor. All of them was created by a oppressor, man. That is not of the Most High. The hell with them churches, man. The average, if you go to the penitentiary is full of so-called Islam, people that call themselves Islam or Christians. Damn near everybody in there, either they're in Islam or they're Christian. They're a Christian, man. You got our sisters, man. They so damn wicked today. Well, they fight like hell to not have a baby, man, to murder a child. Well, so if you're going to make that decision, won't you make that decision before you get that motel room?
Right.
Instead of going in the motel room having sex with a man that you don't have no intentions on being with and getting pregnant. Now, after you have sex with these guys over the weekend stuff, you get pregnant. Now you're trying to get the money to go and murder this child. And according to the Bible, that's murder. That is murder. Who are you to snatch the life that God put inside you, man? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy as hell, man. You killing these babies at an alarming rate. I'm talking about just black women alone, man.
Go ahead. You're saying it's so heavy, because a lot of times it coincides with us not knowing the value of our own lives. That we so willing to kill our babies and everything because we don't know how much we value ourselves. Because a lot of people don't understand that Black and brown people here in America, they're in the depression. You know, that's why we get high all the goddamn time. That's why we suffer from alcoholism. That's why we in the streets doing all these wicked things. And like we just on autopilot.
Right.
Like we just living life.
Right.
So it's nothing for us to kill a baby.
Right.
When we die all the time on TV. It's nothing for us to kill our children when this whole nation celebration is about us being destroyed and murdered.
That's right. That's the whole point. It's like even the music. All
Right.
the music. I don't care if you listen to all these raps. All it's talking about is killing another young Black man, blowing his legs off, blowing his damn dreads at his head, or talking about having sex with a married woman. These niggas out, there's a lot of niggas out here, man. They want to have sex with a married woman because in their mind they figure, well, if she married, she probably ain't got no disease. She clean. You know, they ain't got no problem with sleeping with a married woman, not knowing if you get caught, somebody gonna die, man.
Right.
Somebody love that woman. Somebody gonna die just because you want to be a whore. Don't mean you have to help her be a whore, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to wake up and stop. That go right back to us not loving each other, not having no love for, no respect for one another. And our people don't, man. It ain't nothing to walk down the street and make eye contact with another brother, and he'll look at you with a frown on his face, or hate you because the way you dress, or the way you walk, or your voice. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as hell. This music is demonic. Everything you look at on television, steady pushing this homosexuality, man.
Right.
Like it's alternative lifestyle, LGBTQ plus now. You know what I'm saying? They study adding letters onto this wicked crap, man. That's crazy as hell, man. And it shouldn't be. We got to cut this crap out, y'all. Seriously.
Right.
It don't make no doggone sense, man. And the only thing that's going to change it is getting into the school and learning how to apply these laws, statutes, commandments to your life. Me and my brothers for the 4th of July, we all stayed in the house, man.
Right.
We were not putting pork on the grills.
That's right.
We were not popping fireworks. We was not out partying and celebrating and drinking the oppressed holiday.
And we wasn't wearing no gay outfits with the red, white.
Oh man, tell me about it. There was a lot of that going on out there.
Right.
A lot of that. Y'all wearing the American flag. That ain't your damn flag, man. That's the oppressive flag. Our sisters, they got it bad, putting on the bikinis with that red, white, and blue and stuff. And then the rest of y'all want to wear that damn black, green, and red. You ain't no African, idiot. You're not an African. You need to come to the school and learn who you really are, man.
Right.
That's what the hell you need to do. Okay, Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 49.
49? I thought you said 48.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah, 49.
49. This is the book of Deuteronomy.
You know what? We can start at 48. We can start at 48.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
Now, when the Most High gave Moses these laws to get to the children of Israel, he warned us and told us if we don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, that we would be put on ships again and sent back into Egypt. Man. And that's what we're experiencing right now today, man, because of our disobedience, because of our stiff-neckedness. The Lord has sent a nation of people over us, put a nation of people over us for punishment. You know what I'm saying? But if we all turn back as a group, the 12 tribes of Israel, back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, the Lord will fight our battles for us, man. We don't have to pick up arms and try to go against these people in warfare. The Lord will fight our battles for us, man. Read.
And in nakedness, and in want of all things.
And what other people is like that, man? We depend on this other nation for everything. Our shoes, our clothes, our food, water, everything that we're living off of, everything that we need as a necessity of life, we're depending on our oppressor for that. You know what I'm saying? You think just because you got a job, you still paying for everything. You got the money that you make. It got our oppressor's face on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What do you think, man? What do you think? We are oppressed people. We're still in captivity. Go ahead and read, man.
Come. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
And that's what they completed. And that's exactly what they did. They put yokes of iron on our brothers just 60 years ago. This one, 200 years ago. This type of just happened in the city. They have also I'm and rolling. No, it's last. Putting on box wood and auction off. Separating things, man. Then try to put the I like it. Maybe on the money. To get my dick. And I'm he talked about that. Young you do something. Was asked for people. Women. We destroyed shackles and on our people.